Welcome to the Responsibly Irresponsible podcast. The coronavirus. Is it as serious as everyone says it is, or is the media hyping it up?
You make it sound like a sneaker
Hackers.
release.
Are they a problem?
What is it? Hackers?
And Papa John. Is he a racist, or is he not? On this week's episode of the Responsibly Irresponsible podcast.
Cue the music. All right. So I know you guys have seen it if you're on Twitter, Instagram, whatever the case may be. We have
It's everywhere.
a Hold My Beer competition going on. So we have Chris Brown starting it off with a Air Jordan 3 face tat on his cheek.
Yikes.
Questionable. I mean, when
No,
you got money, you
that's
can
a
do what you
yikes.
want, but questionable.
It's big yikes.
And then we got right after Chris Brown, we got Amber Rose coming in with the forehead tat, like across her entire forehead. I don't even know what is it. It's
Sorry.
like bash something.
Bash slash.
Whatever.
You're not Post Malone, honey. Can't do it. Sorry.
Well, no, I ain't gonna say she can do whatever she wants, but I just don't get it. And then
No, she can do it if she wants. I'm
Shout
just
out
saying
to,
it's not working.
shout out to the game. He goes and he gets the eight symbol tatted above his eyebrow for Kobe. Now listen, I'm all for tattoos. Okay, I actually don't mind the idea. Face tats have to be executed in a certain way.
Like Post Malone.
Nah, Post Malone's face tats are terrible.
What? I think he does.
You think
Well,
you like Post Malone's
I don't.
face tats?
Okay, I don't like them. I've gotten used to them. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, they're not.
I mean,
not,
but his face tats are him now. You know what I mean?
he's always tired, tattooed under his eyes.
That's kind of fire though.
No, it's not actually. I mean, I guess if you accept it, I guess, sure. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's part of his brand now. I get it, but I think it's whatever. We're pushing social norms out here. That's fine. But I mean, I'm pro face tat long as it's done tastefully, I guess. Now let me say this before I rant on Chris Brown and the Air Jordan 3 face tat. The tattoo artist did a phenomenal job. Like, the shoe looks amazing. Like, he really went crazy. Like,
Yeah.
executed great. Terrible idea though, but executed top of the line, like elite. But yeah, I don't know. Because I was thinking at work today, as I'm going through my training, like, man, what if I just showed up with a face tat? Interesting. If I just got like a Jordan 1 tattooed like right under my left eye, I'm like, I think I could pull it off, but I don't know, bro.
How would your employer, like that? That is a good question. If you're like me, I'm clean. You know, I also do, like, the idea of tattoos. I do. I think as long as they have meaning to you, great. You know. But from an employer standpoint, if you are clean, you're baby faced, and then you come into work with a big old face tat, I don't know how it's gonna go over. That's just me.
Well, it's like it's like any other tattoo, really. If it's executed the right way, and it could be, well, like let's say I do get a face tat, but it's a small one. It's like not, well, none of the ones that we're talking about are small tattoos. They're actually like right in your face. They're pretty blatant. But I don't know. We're talking about employers. Meanwhile, none of these people are employed. They are their own businesses. So I guess you can obviously do what you want.
Yeah, but we're doing hypotheticals here.
Yeah, I don't know. I talk a lot of trash on Twitter saying I could pull off a face tat. I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I'm that bold. I respect it though, but nah, bro. I'm good. I don't think I want to be 75 with a black
That's
cement
what I'm
3 on my
thinking.
face.
All wrinkly with face tats. Ugh, I don't know how that goes down. At some point in your life, you have to realize, oh, I'm getting old and wrinkly, and have it removed, right? Or do you just rock it till you die?
It's pretty painful You think Post Malone's gonna get this face tats removed just because he's old?
I don't know. I'm just saying I probably would.
I don't know. You kind of threw me for a loop saying that you're actually like into Post Malone's face tats. Like, you might be the first person I've ever heard say that.
I didn't say okay, I'm not
We have
into
you
them.
on tape.
I'm not into them, but I think that's him. That's it. That's, when.
Yeah, you're bugging out, Chief. I'm gonna let you cook.
I don't know. I mean, that's him, though. You know what I mean?
Let me stop. I'm being judgmental. I love Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone's great. That's just his brand,
All right, bet. So it's my brand. I'm gonna get responsibly irresponsible on both cheeks. Let it rock. Yeah, I don't know. This is stalling. What's next?
Face tats. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids. Don't do face tats. Let's not make 2020 the year of face tats.
It's already 20. It's been the year of face tats for a while now. Yeah. Shout out to while we're on it. Shout out Zan Frank. Who else got face tats? Travis Scott. There's a whole gang of them. Zan Frank is by far the best though.
Okay, to transition off of face tats because I could care less. Oh my god.
You want to say that because you don't know who Zan Frank is.
What?
Yeah, I just changed your life. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
is he a SoundCloud rapper?
Something like that.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Why? Who is that? His daughter?
Oh, I know you really like guys. Let's put two and two together, KP. His rap name is Zan Frank.
Oh, that's Anne Frank on his face?
Woo. Ding ding ding.
Yikes.
It's his brand.
Okay. All right, so you wanted to talk about the Oscars, right? Because we talked about the Grammys last in one of our other episodes where about Billie Eilish sweeping the floor with all the Grammys. And then
Why do you call her eyelash?
I don't know. I think it's funny.
Okay.
And
No, I was
then
wondering that. I was like,
the Queen not winning anything.
Who? Oh yeah, the Queen is whatever. It happens.
Yeah, it happened. Didn't seem to bother her, so.
So like the Oscars. I forgot. Well, let's talk about Joaquin first. I forgot what award show it was or what award he won. Was it the BAFTA or BAFTA?
I think that was is the Golden Globes.
Was it a Golden Globe?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Golden Globe. It's for a movie. It was for Joker, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was that. I'm sorry. I get a lot of these. There's so many award shows. I get them all confused.
Did you watch his entire speech?
I didn't, but I seen the minute clip that was on YouTube. I mean, I got the gist of what he was saying, and he's correct. I thought that him doing that was really, really good for trying to empower other creators who are behind the scenes that don't get credit for the things that they do for this industry. And I think we need more of that. We need more of like the actors who are in prominent positions or who are a part of I want to say I guess like a part of groups that are very successful and well respected by even people who aren't in the film. Like Joaquin obviously being a part of one of the bigger films of the year, so we all had eyes on him for this. So the fact that he did that to pay it forward to bring attention to that is huge because there's so many men, women, people of color, different nationalities with different perspectives that their films don't get pushed like they should. Just like I know a lot of people were mad that Parasite didn't win. I don't know what the award was. Y'all have to excuse me on that. The other awards that they thought they should have won, which they probably should have, because I heard the movie was outstanding. But
they from what I heard they won best film, and the reason people were going crazy is because they won best film and they didn't win best indie film.
Okay.
Because they're like, they're for some reason mad about that.
I don't know. I don't remember all the. I don't. So they had 4 wins and 2 nominations. I can't remember out of the 2 they didn't win. People thought that they should have won it or whatever the case may be. But whatever it is, it's really huge for the Korean community that we could see someone that created a film that you have to read. It's closed captions, which is fine. I like that personally. But the fact that he didn't, shortchange his culture. Like, he made us watch a Korean film that was amazing. And, the Academy paid it forward and recognized that. Like, we're starting to see it now. Slowly but surely, we're starting to see more and more creators who aren't American or who aren't white men or white women. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's other perspectives that is, their stories are being told now. And I think the further we get along with that, where we start to see, more people have a voice, and that's just only going to make films better. They're going to stop having cliche, and like, we can get away from these budget remakes of old movies and like start actually like, let's create something new. I understand franchise movies make the most money, but like, I don't want to see like Jumanji 5. Like, let's create some new films and some new ideas and open up the playing field a little bit.
And also a big part of his speech as well, it's pretty well known, but if you don't know, Joaquin Phoenix is a very known vegan in the community, and he does the rallies. He walks the walk and talks the talk for real.
Uber vegan.
And during his speech, he did mention, I'm not reciting it maybe not reciting it totally correctly, but he said, with our power, as speaking of the other actors, so with our power, we need to do something other than just sit back and watch.
Yeah.
We need to do something. We have a platform, we have following, we have the resources to do these things. So we need to make it happen and not just sit back and let this stuff happen.
But before you continue, how do you feel about that though? How do you feel about, it doesn't have to be actors, it could be athletes, whatever so and so did to gain their following or their fan base. How do you feel about those who don't leverage that following or that influence to do change? Like, is it something they should do? Or like,
it's different for it's hard to be like from our standpoint to say to someone that's has that influence and has that pull, to be like, how dare you not use your fame and use your audience to promote something, even if they are vegan and they have very strong beliefs on like animal cruelty and global climate change and stuff like that, and they don't do it, who are we to scold them for not doing anything? That's their choice. Do I think they should? Probably, yeah. I mean, if they are passionate about it, I think they would. So, but there are people out there that they're scared because it's rightfully so, because these corporations and these companies are very, very powerful, and they could easily make these people's careers sort of in a way disappear.
I mean, I don't think they have to do anything that would be considered like risky or anything. Like it. No. I mean, of course, there's so many other ways. There's so many things
there
that
is
they
so
could
many
do
ways, yeah,
to promote, a positive impact on not only the planet but people, whatever the case may be. A lot of them do, but see, the thing is, I get stuck up with that, or I get stuck on that sometimes because, it's a really weird topic because, okay, we could say that someone should be leveraging their network and their influence and their following to make such and such happen. But at the end of the day, we have to understand that, like, well, I'm not with this person every day. Maybe they are, but they're just not showing it on social media. And so it's like, I get both sides of that. Like, some people like to see it in a way that, because that might be our only access to so and so or whatever the case may be. But like, some people just do stuff. Like, I might not see it. Yeah. Like, I mean, I can't remember. I was like, Leo DiCaprio was doing something like global warming. I had no idea how he was doing it until like I seen it on like Nat Geo. I was like, I didn't even know you were into this.
Mhm.
But it's like, that's just one example. I'm sure there's hundreds of other people who have networks that could, possibly help push agendas to help
Yeah,
anything.
and like I said, some people are more in your face about it, and some people are more like just if you follow me and you watch me, you'll know.
Yeah.
I don't have to shove it in your face. You'll know if you follow me. And not saying that Joaquin Phoenix is the type to shove it in your face. He, like I said, he walks the walk and he talks the talk. You look up Joaquin Phoenix and you see him marching in these animal cruelty parades and talking, having speeches about this stuff, and because he is passionate about it, and that's another thing. I mean, I saw on Twitter people bashing him for saying that stuff during
Oh yeah, people,
his speech, and
I'm
I
sure
said,
they were.
I was like, who are you to tell him to or not to do anything? If he's passionate about it, let him talk about it. And everything he said, I mean, wasn't spreading propaganda. Everything he said was true. He just feels like there should be more awareness, and he's right. And
I agree. I see both
yeah,
sides though.
I mean,
I
yeah,
can see
I
how
do
some people
too.
people are upset about everything. You could do something. You could do the most positive thing in the world.
Yeah, and
Somebody's
Twitter
upset
is a
about it.
bad
So
bad thing to go back to, because everyone on Twitter is toxic and just wants likes, retweets. That's all That's all they
Okay.
want.
Okay, cool. So I just seen that. So it says that Parasite is the first non-English speaking film to win an Oscar. Okay, just
Mhm.
for clarification. That is so dope. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
That's why it was monumental.
Yeah. Way to break the barrier on that.
But yeah, to end the Joaquin Phoenix, good to Joaquin Phoenix. I loved his speech. I love him as a human. I think he's doing great. He is spreading positivity, and my character development is all about positivity. So
yeah, and saving the planet, and
it's on brand for me.
yes,
But
very on brand.
shout out to Joaquin Phoenix. Good on you.
And shout out to all the creators who are now getting opportunities now. Well, I mean, not as many as they want, but slowly or surely getting opportunities to
This
show new perspectives.
this award by Parasite is gonna change. I think is gonna change things. It's gonna. I feel like indie developers and movie makers are going to try to push the bar more now, because they understand that the world is watching them.
Yeah.
Which I think is beautiful. I think it's gonna make for some good movies.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it does. I can't wait to see that outcome. Hopefully very really really soon.
Yeah. Okay, well, I do want to kind of talk about the coronavirus. I know it's kind of an ongoing thing, but it is a very serious situation, and it's still going on. It's crazy what's happening. I think last time I checked, the death toll was, last time I checked, it was 1,113 have died. 44,000 confirmed cases worldwide, and then I believe it was 4,000 and something people have been released from the hospital.
Okay.
They also renamed it. Or they did name it. I don't think it was named before. What in the world? Okay, there it is. I forgot the name. Hold on, give me a second.
Did you bookmark it?
My goodness. Yeah, I have it on mine. It's so weird on the. Oh, what was right? Wait, hold on. Cancel. Okay, yeah, I just checked again. The live update is 1,300.
Sheesh.
Um, and they have renamed it COVID-19. COVID-19 is the new name of the coronavirus, or that's what they named the strand. It's crazy stuff. It's really serious. It's it's still spreading.
I seen that the doctor that first named it passed.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his name. But.
Yeah, I forgot his name as well. But yeah, that's another thing. That doctor they call the whistleblower, the one that brought attention to this whole thing, that brought worldwide attention to the outbreak. He passed away. He was also sick, and he passed away. Which the people of Wuhan and the people of China were very, very upset about. Understandably. Also, as of recent, a journalist, that's what I'm trying to say, a journalist has been reported missing. A reporter that was reporting on the Chinese government that was going over the virus has been reported missing for days, and no one really knows where or why he went missing, which I think is kind of crazy. Makes people think that they're trying to shut them up. They're trying to close that communication. I don't know. I also saw, I have not confirmed, but have you seen the videos of them welding apartments? They're welding the doors to apartments, basically locking people in, just to die. I've seen videos and it looks very real. I don't know if there was people inside the buildings when they did that. I tried looking around and I didn't have any like confirmed words on that, but they're welding up buildings, apartment buildings, and windows. So whether there's people in there or not, like if they evacuated or whatever, the media is saying they are locking people in their houses to die, basically, to prevent the spread of this. They're also filling the streets with this strange. I don't know if it's been. I didn't get to look it up, but this fog. They're literally fogging the streets of Wuhan, and it looks like something out of like a zombie movie. It's insane. They're getting these huge trucks with something in it, and they're spraying into the atmosphere, or not atmosphere, into the air.
So they haven't explained what that is?
I haven't. I looked it up, and no one had an explanation for it at the time.
Okay.
La du Wuhan. Yeah, the people are like wearing hazmat suits, literally running down the road with this fogger, and people are like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, what is this? I don't know what this is. They're calling it smog. It's like I don't know.
No,
where
that's not it.
From,
that's
so
not it.
That
That's different. That's just the smog of China. That's just from fossil fuels and cars and such.
Oh man, hold on. Yeah, I don't know how true this is, but it says weird smoke hangs over Wuhan. Is China burning thousands of infected bodies?
Oh yeah, I did. I don't know. I haven't read that, but I heard that oh my goodness. Morgues. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Morgues have so many people that they are burning, basically cremating,
Mm-hmm.
that they're full, and they're like, the people that are working it are like, we're being so overworked and we can't keep up with anything.
My God, bro, this is terrible.
So, I mean,
Yeah, you're right. It says the bodies are piling up faster than they can cremate.
yeah. So I memean, it's really serious, and for all the people that are saying, "Oh, okay, only 1,300 have died," that's terrible to say, but as of 2017, what was it like? 24,000 or more died from the flu. But also, you have to think that I think like quadruple the amount of people were affected by the flu. Pretty much everyone at one point had the flu. It was just different levels. So that percentage, a death to infected percentage was much lower than this virus. Out of the 44,000 people that have passed or that have gotten the virus, 1,300 have died, and that ratio is so much larger than the 2017 flu that happened in the United States, and that's what we need to be worried about. If it gets here, it's going to be a big problem. It's already a huge problem in China, and they're still dealing with that day to day, and it's scary.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what to say.
There's not much to say. I mean, it's just just updating. You have to be aware. You have to know what's going on. Be mindful of the people you're around.
Yeah, I've seen some people on Instagram like making jokes too. Like, this is not like a joking matter.
It's not a joking matter.
Like,
people are
trying to find
dying.
like the
Lots
light
of
in it.
people.
It's not funny, bro. Don't stay away from the China jokes right now. That's not. It's not cool.
And even the people that are not, even the people that are not like in critical condition, are around people that are in critical condition. That their hospitals are filling up. They can't, keep up with the demand of people that need to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
And that's causing for even more, illness and spread of germs and stuff like that. And it's a bad situation all around. So I don't know what the future holds for that. I just hope and pray that people can stay safe and that this dies down quick, because this can get out of hand real quick.
Yeah.
But just to end this, because I don't want to talk about it anymore, because it is depressing and it's very upsetting. Like I said last podcast, be mindful of the people you're around. Be mindful of public transportation. Wash your hands. Keep up with your family. Make sure they're all right, and do everything you need to stay clean and to prevent the spread of anything to anyone. Because if you got it, you don't want to spread it to anyone else. And if someone else has it, you don't want to get it. So just be smart, and you'll fare well. I don't know what else to say. It's not really
What do you say?
not really much else to say. But to get off that craziness, Papa John, the man, the myth, the legend, has done the first interview that I know of since everything has happened. As you know, as anyone on YouTube knows, H3H3 podcast held an interview with Papa John. And he gets pretty open with what's been all going on, and it was really interesting to hear. I know you said you didn't hear you didn't listen to the interview. I listened
Nah,
to.
but I'm already upset. Like I'm already upset.
What are you upset
He didn't
about?
actually eat the pizzas.
Yeah, dude. What do you think? He's gonna eat 40 pizzas?
That's how he made it sound. Like he's nah. I'm not even a fan anymore. I thought he was actually like consuming the pizzas. He was just buying pizzas to look at them.
No, from what he explained on the interview, he did buy, he did purchase and get 40 pizzas, but he was only eating about 8 to 9 slices a week. He got the pizzas mainly to examine and to see how they're changing from when he was when he was managing it to how it's managed now. Because this man...
Hold on. Before you finish,
Okay.
before you keep going, if someone says, yo, yesterday I had 2 pizzas.
I do.
What's that sound like?
Yeah, and he goes over that too. He said, they kind of called him out for that. Like, you said you ate the pizzas. And he's like, yeah. He's like, that was probably my bad. So he understands that what he said was kind of false information. But this man is, I'm a fan. I mean, I wasn't at first. I thought he was just some rich scumbag. But from this interview, I'm a fan. I don't know, we still have to see the receipts and get the
this
the
is
facts.
one-sided. This is just him speaking. So I don't.
Well, last time I went from the media, so we now have 2 sides of the story. We just don't have the facts yet.
We need 4 sides here. 'Cause I need the third side has to be the actual people who were in the offices when he was doing this.
No, the media. The media is the people that were in the offices. That's what they told the media. The people that were in the offices that were trying to take him down, the media. That's what the media is portraying. So we have their side of the story. We have Papa's side of the story. Now we just need the facts. We need the tape.
No, I agree. We do need the facts. I don't know.
But let me just. I'll just explain
sources.
it. I'll explain it because he's a lot of stuff happened. Like for instance, the kneeling at when was that? 2017.
Something like that.
Yeah, 2017. Then when the kneeling was happening with the NFL players, what was it for? Police brutality?
Yes.
Is it? Okay. The media portrayed him as a racist because the media said he told the commissioner of the NFL, you need to take care of your players. You need to get them to stop.
Okay.
Papa's side was he never said that.
Of course.
He told the commissioner that he needs to take care of this issue that will be in the best interest of the fans and the players. So he wanted everyone to be happy, but he also wanted the problem resolved. Okay. I'm going to say that.
Super safe answer. Okay.
It is. But you have to think about it this way. You have to think about it from a business perspective.
I get it.
Because he's paying the NFL $40 million a year to be their number one sponsor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Papa John's and NFL go hand in hand. $40 million. During this incident, or during this time period, there was a 20% loss on watching and fans and participation.
Mm-hmm.
So that 20% equals $6 to $8 million that Papa John's was losing.
Okay.
So from a business perspective, Papa, he's looking at the numbers and he's like, we paid these people $40 million and 6-7 million of that is getting thrown out the window. So he
I understand the frustration. I get it.
A business person would contact and say, "Hey, what's going on? Can you fix this? This needs to be fixed, or our contract is going to be have to be talked about." So from a business perspective, I completely understand. The media that, immediately portrayed him as a racist, I think was completely wrong. So we have that, and then the recent events. But one thing that he says that makes complete sense is when you have a spokesperson for a big company, for a company like Papa John's, you have the face of the company, right?
Yeah.
So when any controversy happens, who do you think gets the blame for that? The face of the company. They don't go to the CEOs. The media doesn't do their research and goes for the CEOs. The media and the people go after the face of that company.
Is he not the CEO?
He's not the CEO.
Okay.
He's a majority shareholder, and at the time he was on the board.
Okay.
And he was also the face of Papa John's with the commercials and all that. So the crazy thing is that when this happened and the media did share that, John Schnatter or Papa John said this, and this is how he said it, and this is what he meant. He was, they basically painted him as a racist. His company did nothing about that. They just let it happen.
Game is game.
No, you can't. You can't
I
say
mean, it's
that
wrong.
though, because if a company cared about their brand and cared about their face, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to do a press release. They're going to try to resolve the issue immediately, not just let this happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that immediately made sense to me. I was like, okay, these people are not doing anything, so they want Papa gone. They obviously want him gone.
I think they're ready to get a new face.
So that happened during the NFL, and then what happened recently of the call of, the media again portraying Papa as a racist for what he said.
I just need the calls to be released.
Yeah, I need the calls to be released as well. But he said in the interview that he won the court case for it because he sued them or took them to court for that, and he won. So the judge ruled in his favor to release all the text messages, all the emails, and the tape that was recorded without his knowledge.
Okay.
They have yet to give Papa that tape.
Okay.
So that's in the works, and he said he'll be getting it soon. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
They'll be getting it soon. And he is not fazed. He wants that tape to be released. He says multiple times that the day of reckoning will be the day that tape gets released, because once people hear what he said, his name is going to be cleared.
I want to hear it. I got to hear it.
He said, once that tape is released and the people hear what I said, my name will be cleared. And he was very confident about
John. That. All right, John.
And this man, I mean, he also mentioned several times throughout the interview, he's very concerned about his employees. Even though he's not directly involved in every franchise employees, he legit cares about the employees and his franchisees, which, the people that have bought into the business, the people that own the certain stores. And he said multiple times, what happened to me is terrible, and I don't want that to happen to anyone, and I really didn't want it to happen to me, but I'll be fine. The people that I'm worried about and the thing that keeps me up at night is what it's doing to the people that have been working for me and that have invested in this business, because he claimed several times that Papa John is currently making $0.
How does he know that?
Because he says, I mean, he's
making
still
some money. He's
somewhat
ordering
involved.
40 pieces from him.
He calls it a lose situation because of the fact that they did nothing about this bad media getting out about him has caused controversy to go not only to Papa John but also to the company.
Yeah.
So they have shareholders that are pulling out. That he was talking about how on the stock market right now it says that a share is worth it's $65 a share. He's like, I doubt if it's even half that. He's like,
I understand that.
He says I'd be surprised if Papa John made $40 million this year from a company that makes over $150 million a year.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sell pizzas when people think that your company's racist. So,
yeah.
That's solid. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I mean he's very passionate about pizza. He was talking about his backstory, and he's a people lover. He also said that he was talking about like his upbringing, like when the business started, when he started Papa John. He said he went from basically he said under $5,000 in his bank account when he started it to overnight being worth $100 million.
Overnight.
Okay. Because obviously because of investors and all that stuff. And it's funny because Ethan and Hila, the people that did the interview, Papa John's has been a part of their brand since the beginning for like 8 years. Papa John's have been part of their brand, and it was really fun to watch the chemistry there. It was really good chemistry.
I gotta check that out.
They're concerned for Papa because he's getting all this hate and basically right now have ruined his career, the media, and Papa said he's like, don't worry about me. He's like, it's the people that we need.
I'm
to be
concerned
worried
about his health.
He said he's very healthy.
Yeah, I'm sure
he works. I mean, he works out. He said, he gets his checkups. From what he says he's very healthy.
Okay. But
this is the zinger right here. So he had, I think he said, I forgot the exact number. I have to go back and check, but he had something crazy amount of shares. He had 33. He basically owned 33% of the company.
Okay.
He sold, I think, 8 million shares or something like that.
Okay.
I think it was 8 million. Wait, hold on. I might have wrote it down. Yeah, he sold 8 million shares for guess how much?
I couldn't tell you.
$400 million.
Dang.
$400 million. The company that just outed him had to pay him $40 million or $400 million. That's crazy. And it was funny because when he said that,
fine. He's good.
When he said that, he's like, Ethan, the guy that was conducting an interview, he's like, holy crap. And then Papa was like, I told you, I'll be fine.
No. We were saying that earlier. We went over this the first time. I was like, bro, if he just sells whatever, he's good.
Yeah.
It's more than good.
And he still has, he said like 2 million, like 2.5 million shares. But because of laws, he can't sell them all at one time. And he said he didn't want to. He also expressed several times throughout the interview, he's like, I still believe in Papa John. I still want them to succeed. If they kick me out and they succeed, I'm all for it. I hope they do. Mm-hmm. But what he doesn't like is what they're doing. They're bringing the company down. They're tanking the company, and he does not like that. He's like, something I made, other people are crashing it.
Well, right now they're they're trying his character. So I understand why he's upset if he truly believes that he didn't do anything wrong. So, like I said, those tapes are the key to everything. Yeah.
He also went over the divorce. He said the divorce was mutual.
Okay.
Yeah.
They would ask
he said they wanted to do it now before everything got too crazy. And he said it was something that was, already happening. It wasn't that this happened and it broke it. Which the media portrays,
Yes, narrative, stories.
Yeah. Got to get that click, those clicks. And I totally believe that because, you see the media today, all they want is clicks.
That's it.
So, he mentioned that the CEOs and the board members are people that he brought into the company and made millionaires. He made them who they were who they are,
And they flipped on him.
and they betrayed him completely. So yeah, the tape is going to be revealed soon. I can't wait to hear that. Also, he says that the commissioner, governor of the NFL hates him.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
I would too.
He also lets slip a little bit that if they're still like trying to sell shares for that amount of money, he said they have to have a buyer. He said there's no way they don't have a buyer, and they're still like playing it off like nothing happened, like they're not taking a hit. And he says that one of the big, back from when he was in office and he was a board member, Arby's. He said Arby's might buy them.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But
that's an L.
Yeah. But just to see, besides all the conflict, I mean, this guy, he seems like a really down-to-earth dude, you know? He said the money doesn't really mean anything to me. He's like, I want, with the resources I have, you know, I want to do good. And he was talking about, like, his future projects of he wants to go to mom-and-pop pizza restaurants throughout the United States and help them out, you know, and share his knowledge and have them share their knowledge to him. And I thought that was cool. And he also let drop that he's doing something with healthcare, some kind of healthcare or like something in health. He didn't really elaborate on that, but
I always love how people who have millions always say that money is whatever. Yeah, who cares? It's just some paper.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, of course money means nothing to him. He has $440 million.
Yeah, he said, they asked him, are you a billionaire? He laughed and he said no. And he's like, but I'm closer to $1 billion than I am 500 million.
So exactly. Once you reach those levels, of course, yeah, it's just whatever. It's just money. Who cares? But
so I good for Papa. You know, he has his plan. He's out there. He's doing what he wants to do. He's doing what he's passionate about, and what he's passionate about is pizza. And if you watch this interview, which I implore you to do, on the H3 podcast, shout out to them. They conducted a wonderful interview with him. He shows the people that what he's passionate about, and what means to him is the people of America and pizza.
yeah, so I mean that's cool. I'm gonna, before I congratulate him for moving on and not eating 50 pizzas in 30 days or whatever, just want to hear the tapes first. I'm glad he's, you know, surviving and he's healthy, and I need him to change up the wording on this when he says I've had 40 pizzas. Yeah, because I was nah, I'm still not over that. I would prefer he was.
It's crazy though. He like has a chart of like the perfect pizza, of like how thick the crust should be, how much the dough should rise, like the spreading of the ingredients. Like it's in depth, like crazy. And like in the podcast, Ethan buys 5 pizzas and has them rate them, and it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to see like how he's like looking it over and rating it, and it was really fun to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out because I gotta see this. I want to see his demeanor, what he's actually like. Cause
yeah, I mean his demeanor is complete confidence and complete.
He looks like he just looks bonkers, bro. He looks scary.
Yeah, and I mean that's the media. I mean, the way he looks in those pictures right there is nothing the way he looks in the interview, you know. But good on Papa. I still do. I agree with you. I still want to hear the tapes. But I hope everything goes the way he says it is, because I'm a fan.
Yeah, I do want to have him be a guest now.
Oh, dude! Imagine having him on there on our podcast. That'd be epic. That'd be so awesome. I would love to have him on. So hey, Papa, if you're listening.
Look, I'll eat 40
DM
pizzas in
us.
3 days. I'll do it. I'm lying. I'm not going to do that. It's disgusting. But yeah. No, I'm about that. Yeah. I would love to talk to Papa. Get his perspective on this again.
Yeah. I mean, that's it for me. I think that's good.
I don't have anything else really to finish off with. I guess that was our big finish.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching us, listening. Please leave a comment. If you hate it, if you love it, give us feedback. Give us something you want us to talk about.
Please give us topics to talk about. Please, please
DM
please
us or
we wanna know
our
what you guys wanna
Twitter,
hear
our
about.
Instagram. Comment your thoughts. We have a Discord now.
Just
If
put
you're
the link in the
if you're
description.
interested in the Discord, DM us. We'll give you that. Hopefully next week, I think we're gonna do a live episode. So if you want to stop by and hear us talk live, be able to chat with us, give us what you want us to look into. Just stop by. I mean, we would love to hear from anyone that enjoys our content or hates our content, honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah. I want topic ideas from you guys.
Yeah, I would love topic ideas. I want to hear what you guys want. I want to hear what you guys want to hear. To sign us off, we again thank you for joining us. This has been the Responsible Irresponsible podcast, and we out. Peace.